I'm here with Andrea, who is the founder of the Wetnose Day.
Wetnose Day is the same as Rednose Day, but for animals. People fundraise and we give money to animal rescue centres all over the country, and we want to raise millions.
I mean, it's a great charity, Wetnose, and has really punched above its weight ever since it started, really.
Plum Pudding was rescued from a puppy farm when she was 6 months old, and she's just helping me raise awareness for rescue dogs and puppy farming.
I'm here with Wendy and the amazing Fleur. Now, Fleur is a rescue from Romania, and she was saved by Val Gray's rescue. Quickly going over her story, she had a botched spaying, didn't she, in Romania? And some of her bowel was hanging out.
I mean, she's a miracle.
I'm here with the lovely Lorraine Chase, who has been a huge supporter of Wetnose, haven't you, for such a long time now?
I've supported Wetnose from the very beginning. They care for hedgehogs or parrots, dogs, cats.
Dogs are a man's best friend, created by God or the powers above to give humans love and emotion unconditionally.
I'm here with the lovely Wendy Webster, who's my co-host for this evening. She knows absolutely everything about it. You've had some wonderful experiences, haven't you? What can you tell us a little bit about some of the things that you've done with Wetnose?
Well, the main things that I've done actually is hosting the award ceremonies for Wetnose.
Buddy's got a really unique talent. So Buddy sings and he howls along whenever I sing classical and opera.
In September we have Wetnose Day, and that's what these noses are, and you can go online and you can buy one of these noses, and all the money is going to go directly to those charities, those little charities that Andrea is trying so very, very hard to support.
Everybody, you have to pose with a nose for Wetnose Day.
Yes, this September every year. Hello everybody, and welcome to the 2017 Wetnose Day launch! Hooray!
If Rednose can raise money for children, which is very good cause and all the rest of it, why can't we then have a Wetnose Day for animals? And it's all animals.
This is my friend Horus. Horus was rescued from a shocking situation. I believe it was in Kent, where there were about 200 horses who had just been abandoned, and a lot of them had died, and the rest of them were fighting over what little food there was and water, and were skin and bone. You couldn't get near Horus.
Little mudlark here was found in a drainage ditch between two houses with very steep sides, so no chance of getting out.
Wetnose Animal Aid is amazing. They raise money and they give it to small charities who really struggle to fundraise.
Charities that perhaps wouldn't get the visibility of the public, wouldn't have the same fundraising ability, wouldn't have the eligibility for the lottery funding.
This is where Wetnose comes in. They're fantastic. They raise money and they distribute it to all of these small rescues that really, really need help.
That is why it's important to pose with a nose, and do so on this September for Wetnose Day. And as you can see, we're both very, very enthusiastic about this.
Wetnose, of course, does stuff all over the world. I know that our lovely friend Peter Egan has gone to Afghanistan. So Wetnose is not just the UK, it's actually reaches worldwide.
Wetnose Day is so important because it just brings to our attention, just like Children in Need does, that there's just a day in the year when we just stop for a moment when all the things are going on in our lives and think, actually, how important are animals to our physical and mental well-being? How important is it to look at the natural world, which we take for granted, that is under such threat every single day? How important is it that we can share the companionship of dogs and cats, yet we know what such cruelty and suffering that they face in this country and around the world?
I hope that someday they can understand that it's not just a dog, but the thing that gives me humanity and keeps me from being just a man or just a woman. So the next time you hear the phrase, just a dog, just smile, because they just don't understand.
Are you in the mood to meet some rescue dogs.
I work for Paws to Rescue, one of the charities that Wetnose supports. And we found Bruno, he'd been kicked around by children in Romania and his face had been kicked in. And then he was taken to public shelter where they were going to euthanise him. So we rescued him and brought him over last year, and he's 17, so he's done really well.
Well, she was rescued from a puppy farm when she was 6 months old because they think she didn't grow big enough to actually breed from, so she had a lucky escape.
Miracle was a victim of the illegal dog meat trade, and his picture went viral around the world because he tried to make a bid for freedom, and he forced his way out the crates, tried to chew his way out, and unfortunately got stuck. He was presumed dead. Someone had taken a picture, the flash caused him to open his eyes, and then he was in a clinic for 9 months in Bangkok before we could get him across to the UK, and he's now an amazing, itchy ambassador tonight.
We want to see Wetnose go everywhere. Let's all join together and make it happen. Everybody have a wonderful evening, and remember, if you haven't got your selfie done in the photo frame, make sure to get your selfie done. Hashtag Wetnose, Animal Aid, Wetnose Day, and tweet the hell out of it. With Vicki Mechele, and Vicki, you have been a long-term supporter, haven't you, of Wetnose? I've seen you at all their past events.
At the moment I'm trying to save AA Dog Rescue, which is in Malden, and they're struggling because the council won't give them permission, but they're saving loads of dogs that are going to be put down. Just before they're going to be put down, they save them. It's really important that Wetnose supports all these smaller charities.
We love Wetnose and we want Wetnose on the TV, and we're going to keep campaigning until we get it.
Dominic, why do you think Wetnose is so important for animals?
I think it's just brilliant to see so many people here today, and it's a charity that's really raising the profile of all those small organisations in Britain that do such wonderful work, helping wild animals, helping dogs and cats. You know, there's such care and compassion in this country, but it's a real struggle to raise money. I think Wetnose Day is a great opportunity to bring well-known people together, lots of members of the public, lots of media interest, and say, listen, let's just celebrate our care and compassion for animals, and let's raise some money for all these wonderful small charities and groups as well. Wetnose Day, make sure you're part of it.
Yay! Support Wetnose Day.
Support Wetnose Day,
September.
yes.
Yeah.